Okay, welcome back everybody for another episode of Master of Command. My apologies for the delay in recording this final episode. I had a lot of free time the last couple of days, so I wanted to try some live streaming, and I did do that. I've been playing a Prussian campaign, um, basically with no difficulty modifiers except for inaccurate reports, and that has been very fun because I find playing on general difficulty, although it's rewarding, it's also kind of stressful. But we're here today to finish off this campaign. The HQ will spawn like as soon as we tick over into tomorrow, and then we're gonna have to fight the second HQ very shortly afterwards. So what I want to do is take a minute to look at our troops. Remember kind of what we were doing with them. Okay, so we've got our second fire brigade. Looks like they're pretty well kitted out here with equipment. The Rostovsky have buck and ball. So let me just make a note of that so that I don't forget once we're in battle, because we're going to need every little advantage that we can get fighting the HQ. And the Skovsky have buck and ball as well. We've got our artillery pretty well situated here. We've got two Leghorns. We've got our Brummer. We've got a 6-pounder. Honestly, we should probably upgrade this. And maybe we could find some better canister for our guys after this next battle. Our Brummer is equipped with the grape shot, so we're going to be using them to knock out enemy artillery. We've got our horse grenadiers. Our other horse grenadiers that are Sankt Petersburg's Peterburgsky. Here, we'll rename them to horse grenadiers. Our Cossacks and our first observation grenadiers, which we put in because I think we lost like some provincial cavalry, and this is just the next best thing that we could do. Looks like everyone's fairly well equipped. So let's go ahead and just come to the town real quick. Let's see if there's literally anything that we can buy here. No, everything is super expensive. Okay, so what I think I'll do is I'll buy up just a little bit more manpower here. And we'll start raiding the town. And once we beat the HQ, we're gonna try to flee, probably down to this village. Actually, maybe we should just start walking that way now, because then the HQ will have to catch up to us. I think they spawn from over here. So let's just see. Let's start running this way. Oh, I'm so silly. I know that the first enemy HQ is here on the map, but I think the second one will spawn over here. So let's start trying to get away from there. Let's see what this outpost wants. Oh, okay. Let's just move on. And let's keep progressing. Maybe we check this convoy real quick. Oh, this was... Ugh. Okay, let's just take the 5% attrition. Okay, what are we fighting? A lot of grenadiers. Just like an insane amount of grenadiers. Okay. Well, the good news is they shouldn't be able to beat us in a shootout. And fortunately, we have a lot of line infantry, so we can just try to shoot it out with them and keep our grenadiers in reserve to countercharge. So let's just trying to figure out where to place the artillery. Okay, so they've got some veteran musketeers over here, very high veterancy Freikorps grenadiers. Wow, these guys are actually insanely strong in melee. Our guys are stronger, but I mean, these guys are no joke. Yeah, I feel like generally speaking, they actually get worse in melee as you go down the line. Um, but okay, let's think about what we want to do here. Um, what's the range on my Brummer? 654. Honestly, it could be longer. I could try to find stuff that makes it a little bit longer. What have we got here? 434. So we should, oh geez, these guys are gonna outrange us. But everyone else, I think, will outrange with our canister, with our grape shot. So we should be able to pick off most of their artillery. These guys, maybe not, but everyone else we should be able to take out. So let's go ahead and put our Brummer on this hill in front of us. We'll take our 6-pounder over here, load him up with canister, and I'll let our Lighthorns stay on round shot for now. So these guys are not that strong in melee, but these other guys are. So let's go ahead and take all of our musketeers over here from there. Have our other musketeers here. And then let's take our Lighthorns here. We'll keep them on this flank, and these guys we'll put in the middle. And we'll just kind of try to hold a position along here. Is what I'm thinking. Mostly taking advantage of the cover here and this hill, and taking advantage of this hill. Grenadiers, we will split up with two with these musketeers and 2 over here, and then the cavalry. Their cavalry is not that impressive. They have 2 cuirassiers, but they also have 2 dragoons and just a normal hussar unit. So I'm not too intimidated by their cavalry. I might use our Cossacks to go flank them. Horse Grenadiers will keep nearby. Okay, and I think we're ready here. Let's go ahead and start getting guys into position. Here, actually, yeah, let's move you up to here. And maybe I have you come over here. And we'll really try to hold out in this spot. You guys can move up. Horse Grenadiers, I want you to be a little bit more able to respond. Hold your fire. Unlimber. Okay, so we've got some Jaegers moving forward. What does this dog do? Melee damage? Okay. Not too worried about that. Let's go ahead and move one unit up here, one here. Can we hit any of their artillery? Yes, we can. So let's take a shot at these Lighthorns. And then let's hit this unit. And we'll wait for the reload. Let's actually pull back these guys for now to entice this artillery to move up further. Okay, we're almost done with our reload. They're almost in position to unlimber. Okay. So now let's hit this guy. Very nice. And they are unfortunately targeting our artillery. Here, let's move you over here. Get you guys formed up over there. Okay, so now let's take out that guy. Unfortunately, we may just have to live with that artillery being able to fire on us. Okay, perfect. Let's pull back the artillery here. Let's load you up with canister. After you take your shot, I'll load you with canister. Let's move up our grenadiers. Bring the Cossacks around. Yeah, you guys fall back. Where's our general? Come here. Here, you guys form into a line here. You guys can load your buck and ball, and we'll get ready to pull you off to the side. Looks like I missed another artillery unit. Okay, these guys are routing. Yeah, it looks like they've shattered, which is good. Oh, did you guys not? I thought I told you to. Okay, swing out wide a little bit more. Let's move you forward. And oh my gosh. Maybe it's because maybe their horses got taken out and so they're not able to. Okay. Let's start moving aggressively with these two units. Let's hit these veteran grenadiers on the flank. Nice. And we're actually not really doing anything here. So let's turn and try to break them. Okay, perfect. And they're pretty strong in melee, but after taking a volley or two, we'll see how strong they really are. Okay, it looks like we've attracted a lot of attention over here. Okay, you guys pull back. Get your morale back up. They've got a lot of cavalry forming up over here. And now let's try to not deal with let's try and not deal with those grenadiers. Okay, I would just be happy if you form up and shoot them. Okay, charge in. Doing great here. Looks like some cuirassiers are coming in. Let's hold fire. Okay, now open fire. You guys get ready to counter that cavalry. And I'll put you guys back, put you guys forward a little bit. Hold your fire. Gosh dang it. Okay, that's fine. You can charge them. You can open fire. We need to make sure that these guys don't shatter, but they might. Okay, let's try to get up there and help them. Okay, good. Pull back my Cossacks. You guys advance. Get these grenadiers out. They've already taken a ton of damage. Let's pull all of this artillery forward. Wow, artillery did really well. 1,700 kills, 900, 1,000. These guys were doing really well. Where? Here we go. You come forward. Okay. Perfect. Now charge in. Run forward and try to get a volley off before... No, these guys are gonna make contact first. Okay. So we won. It was a little bloody, but that's okay. I'm just really glad that that one Grenadier unit didn't shatter, because we definitely would have lost them. Hopefully we have enough manpower to cover our losses. Yes, we easily will. So let's... Wow, we got some really good loot out of that. Let's go ahead and take the money and ammunition. And let's start replenishing our men. And let's give them some better weapons. We can give you this Neustadt, excellent Neustadt. Jaegers, who could use some Jaegers? Maybe, since you've got that, we'll give our other Jaeger, our other, like, flanking unit, the Jaeger, so that they can enjoy that extra range. Let's see. Looks like we've got really good elevation screws on all of our artillery already, so we don't need to do anything with that. We can sell it, we can sell that. Got heavy sabers, which would be better than those cuirassier swords. Oh my gosh, I don't even know where my observation grenadiers were. I don't think I even thought about using them. That's so bad. Uh, 14 and 20. Yeah, let's upgrade these because these are not that great. So there, you get the heavy saber. We can now sell that. We can sell the hussar sabers. Charge and move speed. Yeah, we can change that. And then let's see, we've got this excellent Charleville. Maybe I could give it to the I could give it to our observation grenadiers and try to make them more useful. Try to actually use them. Actually, no, let's not do that. Because these units are all really high veterancy, so let's take advantage of that high veterancy. Got excellent beer here. Do all of our grenadiers have excellent beer? Indeed they do. You've got tea, which is okay. Cylindrical ramrod. Does anyone not have a good ramrod? I mean, yeah, you could use better. This guy doesn't have a ramrod. Neither do the Rostovsky. Let's give it to them so they can utilize that Jaeger rifle a little bit better. Let's see. I want our grenadiers moving faster, so let's try to give them better shoes if possible. And we have a basic half gaiter. Let's also give them the canteens so that they'll move a little faster. Because we've got two excellent ones that we can give to them. There we go. Let's give you excellent beer. And maybe I'll switch out your spirit rations for beer so that we're not hurting your accuracy as much. Okay, let's go ahead and get to a town. These guys could use an emplacement. Oh, I didn't realize the Preobrazhensky have buckshot, so let's go ahead and name them after that, just so that we're aware, so we don't keep forgetting. Alright, second HQ is on the field. Oh geez. I don't like where they spawned. Shucks. Okay, let's go ahead and march over this way then. Give our army some time to replenish. Maybe try to make some last minute purchases here and then just see what happens. So let's go force march. Oh, come on. Go, 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 go. This is a little bit scary. Anyway. What have we got here? There's some decent Tompions here that we could use. Excellent tea. I could give him a Lycorn, but he did get more kills than the Lycorn. So I don't know, but maybe it's just because his items are a lot better. I mean, look at this. He's got the reload. He's got a lot going for him. Let's take a look at the powder house. No, there's no better canister here that we could buy. We could get better bayonets. Could get those Tompions. Could anyone use the Tompions? Yeah. No, all these guys already have. I mean, we could switch out your gun picks because those aren't that good. We could also probably switch out your shoes. Yeah, this is just a straight upgrade. What does my army even look like? Yeah, these Grenadiers have not had enough time to replenish, unfortunately. I think we'll be able to win the battle, but I would prefer to do it without losing any units. Yeah, let's buy the Tompion. Maybe I'll buy the entrenching tools. Do any of our artillery not? Okay. So you don't have a person. Do you have a doctrine? You do, or a treatise? So I might buy you the regimental staff. Guns. None of these are very good at shooting, which is really what I need. But I could give some of our guys better bayonets. There, take that, sell that. Let's go ahead and buy up the better bayonets. We can sell off some things. Let's definitely give you that. 8 and 10, 12 and 8. Switch that. I don't know how useful, I mean, you're probably not going to be very useful at all. Like, you're just not replenishing quickly enough. So... Here, let's take that from you, give you a canteen. Actually, let's give you this nice haversack. And I'll give you the heavy socket bayonet, and then you can take this light bayonet. And I'm just gonna keep you in reserve, and you'll be like our emergency, like very dire emergency grenadier. Can sell that. I could get better earthworks for our men. And a better Shavota freeze. So let's sell off all of those things. Here, let's give you the really good earthworks. We'll give you fairly good earthworks. You all get upgraded Shavota freeze. How about instead of the half gators, give you... oh, shucks. Okay. Here, we can open another slot here and give you entrenching tools. What's in here? Excellent tea. Yeah, I'll take that. Because I know someone can use it. Here, we'll give it to... yeah, our buck and ball unit, sure. And I'm sure that I could make some further upgrades to our units, but I'm just kind of not feeling like it. All of our officers are really expensive. I wonder if I could sell off enough stuff to buy him. I kind of doubt it, but... could increase the max range on that Lycorn still. Quartered musket. Who's our other... buckshot, buck and ball? Could give you guys like quartered musket and then try to make you useful, maybe. Because you guys 52 reload. I mean, actually you don't reload quite as quickly as I thought you would. But I mean, at least you'd be doing something. Okay. Let's sell off these things. I could slow down the ammo consumption on our men if we want to do that. But I don't feel like it's something that we need to do. I'm gonna buy these guys the quartered shot, just so that we can try to get some utility out of them. And then maybe I try to equip these haversacks as our last thing that we do. Okay. Haversack. Haversack. Wow, these guys are down to 10 seconds? That's crazy. I guess mostly because of the poth stamp. Well, not even mostly. That's only 6 seconds, but geez. That's insane. Okay, let's give you a cartridge box, and I think we're at our limit of what we can do. So let's see if we can drill for a day or two and get some more replenishment. Okay, we got one we got 1 day of drilling in. So we need to keep this guy as the Novgorodsky as like a super emergency. Oh, one thing I was curious about. Oh, jeez. So we've got a basic holiday. Yes, let's swap these and give you the extra range, and then you can have a little less range. And now we should better be able to counter their artillery with that. Alright. Here's a good hill to sit on. This is a little farther back than I would like. Yeah, I think we probably take this hill with our Brummer. We set this guy up to try to get on the flank like last time. What the heck are these? Wow, these guys have got crazy melee. So we definitely don't want to get into melee with them. We want to try to take them out before they're in melee range. We've got a ton of cavalry. Freikorps are on this end. Some veteran musketeer. Lifeguard. Oh my gosh, they have so many lifeguard over here. They're going to be really tough to break, but... Okay, back to business. Novgorodsky in reserve. Everyone else, the Smolensky have also taken a lot of damage, but you guys... We're up to 582. What's the range on their artillery? Okay, we outrange all of them, so we'll be able to destroy all their artillery. If I load you with Buck and Ball, what's your range? 127? That's pretty bad. I'll keep you with Ball for now. But we'll switch you eventually. Man, 14-second reload. These guys are going to be crazy out on the flank. Okay, let's get our other guys ready. Let's get our cavalry over here. Right, you guys have the quartered shot. What's your range of the quartered shot? It is 103. Okay. Let's go ahead and place one Lighthorn over here and the other over here. Maybe even like up on the hill too. Okay. There, we'll put you guys over here, and the Smolensky and the Observation Grenadiers will be over here. And we'll put our... Man, these guys are going to be crazy dangerous. Let's put all of our cavalry over here for now, because this is probably where we'll be more aggressive than over here. Take our general and not let him get killed. Okay. Let's get up on this hill, and you two can get up on the hill. Let's put our guys out over here, put you guys out wide. You're fine there. Spread out. Here, why don't I keep you over here, but I'll have these two. You can guard the artillery, make sure nothing bad happens to them. Let's speed up. You hold your fire and unlimber. You can also unlimber and hold your fire. Okay, looks like these guys are in range. Who's the most dangerous? Definitely the Shuvalov. Very nice. And next, let's take out these howitzers. Okay, well they're retreating, which is okay for now. Oh, these guys actually have a long range, 558. So let's take them out next. Are these guys bugged and they're not gonna play anymore? Okay, these guys are done. They won't recover. We'll leave them alone if they just want to sit there. Yeah, let's bring up our guys here. You guys come up over here. Here, just stay here for now. Yeah, it looks like these guys are bugged. We'll just leave them alone as long as they stay bugged. And here, let's have you spread out. And let's try to leave a little hole there for the artillery to fire through. Let's move up to this cover. Why don't we have you come to the side a little bit more? Might just have you guys load buckshot right now. And I should do the same with my cavalry. Let's come over a little bit more so that we have a clear line of fire. Are these guys active now? Okay. Now we just wait for them to come. Okay, they're advancing. You can open fire. You can unlimber. Switch you to canister. You can open fire. open fire. Let's shoot a canister. So now everyone should be firing canister. Good. Let's have you right behind the Rostovsky. .119. I might need to move up a little bit to fire on them, but I think that'll be okay. We've nearly destroyed this unit. Okay, I think we're gonna need to start trying to make things happen here. So let's get the Smolensky coming after those lifeguards. Let's get the Horse Grenadiers ready to help. Looks like we're doing fine everywhere else. Charge in. See if you can hit them. Okay, good. They're not coming back. Oh, shucks. Here, actually form up into a line. What's going on elsewhere? Let's get our Grenadiers moved over. I think we're gonna lose that artillery. Oh, we lost this artillery. Pull the general back. I don't want him getting killed. You need to advance. You need to fall back. You guys aren't being useful right now, so let's change your positioning. Oh, they got their shot off. Okay, you guys are pretty much done. Where are the Cossacks? Yeah. Here, we've got no choice, just charge in. Okay, good. What's going on over here? Good job, Cossacks. I keep having units shatter, and I don't even know where they're shattering from. There, charge into those guys, and I think we've just about done it. Yeah, let's hit these grenadiers in the back. Keep working on those guys. Everyone here, just come this way. Charge into them, charge into them. Okay, one more unit. We were very fortunate that we caused a mass rout over here. Oh shoot. Very good. Those hussars won't bother us anymore. Here, let's swing you guys back so that the artillery can get a shot on. Perfect. We did it. We may have lost 3, 4 units, but I mean, we won the war. That's what really matters. And we weren't going into that full strength. I think we were down 2,000 or 3,000 men, so we thank our brave lads for their sacrifice. Okay, it looks like we were only down 1,500, but still. So yeah, it looks like we lost this unit. We lost our Semyonovsky, possibly our Sibirsky, but I'm not too upset with that. Let's go ahead and have one last prisoner exchange, since it's the end of the war. And there you have it. Victory. We had many men that died, to make this possible. But we thank them for their sacrifice. Glory to the Russian Empire. The war concluded in Greater Poland, where the Kingdom of Prussia was cast down in the decisive struggle in the Battle of Kosciuszko. I probably didn't say that right, but Polish isn't my forte, so you'll have to forgive me. Let's look. We survived 417 days, earned over $53,000. We had all of our modifiers on. Inflicted about 24,000 and some change. Oh, I'm sorry, 240,000 and some change. Lost about 102,000 men. Didn't lose a battle. Technically, that's not true. I did lose one battle, but I had to save scum. Let's look at this. Our observation artillery had a whopping 28,000 kills. That is over 10% of all of the casualties for our campaign. So these guys took out 10% of over 10% of all enemy. They accounted for over 10% of all enemy casualties, is what I should say. Our Novgorodsky Grenadiers took a lot of losses. We thank them for that. They also had the highest morale, the highest charge, and the highest melee. So they were being sent into combat a lot with these high stats. Our Preobrazhensky had a really high reload. Unfortunately, I think they got routed in our last battle. I really wanted to put that fast reload and buckshot into action, but I think we got charged by some cavalry when I was trying to reposition them or something, and yeah, they ended up not being much of a factor in that last battle. Okay. So we had Rumyantsev and Okulov. I think we had other officers, right? I think we had 4, but for some reason it's only showing us the 2. Okay, well, that was I had fun playing Russia. It was also very stressful. I guess my thoughts um, for this campaign are that Russia's provision consumption is pretty bad. You end up having to buy a lot more food than you would like. I think it also means that you end up taking the provision option probably more than you would usually like. What I mean by that is the exchange option at the end of battle, where you get experience and food, just because you need the provisions. So their provision consumption is really tough, but they have really high morale. I enjoyed that for the most part. I didn't have too many units shatter, and when I did, it's because I was distracted. I was doing something elsewhere, and I usually wasn't keeping good track of those units that shattered, and that is why it wasn't usually that they would go into a fight and just get shattered because they have poor morale. It's usually because I wasn't paying attention. Their units have really good base morale, so that was really good. Their line infantry, the base Russian line infantry, I don't think is particularly good when it comes to shooting compared to the other nations. Maybe if I had gotten more observation recruits and I'd been able to have like an observation line infantry brigade, they could have been really good. But the base Russian line infantry, I don't think was so great in a firefight. With that being said, what they did excel at was their artillery and their grenadiers. If I were to do this again, and if I could try to build the army composition that I wanted, knowing what I know now, I would probably try to get more observation units to act as my line, and I would get more grenadiers, and I would probably give up some of our cavalry. So for instance, I was trying to have 4 cavalry units. I would probably drop that down to 2, and then I would use I would use two of those cavalry slots for grenadiers, and then I had 8 line infantry in this campaign. I think I would probably drop that down to like 6 line infantry, and either 6 or 7, and then maybe pick up an extra artillery or unit or two. Um, so that because their artillery was really good. I mean, there was the first HQ battle of Act 3. I mean, I had my one artillery unit that got like 2,000 kills, and I think we would have also seen a lot of kills in the second HQ battle of Act 3. But I left my artillery in the center, kind of vulnerable, and so I lost 2 artillery units, kind of probably towards the end of the towards the middle or towards the end of the middle of that fight. So it just wasn't great positioning and awareness for that artillery. But overall, the Russian artillery is really strong, and I think you really need to lean on them in order to do a lot of damage. And their grenadiers are really strong. I think you lean on them to do some serious damage as well. Um, so yeah, I guess my overall thoughts on the Russians are really great artillery, good grenadiers. They have good cavalry. I'm just not very good at using them. I really need to work on my usage of cavalry because I think that they are good units, but I underutilize them. Um, their line infantry is okay. They're really good at holding the line, but probably not the best for inflicting a lot of the damage. You're going to rely on your artillery, your grenadiers, and probably your cavalry to inflict the most of that damage. Unless you're using the observation infantry. I think they have good potential, but uh, I didn't use any. I didn't have any except for the very late in the game. I had those observation grenadiers, but I think I just happened to stumble across them. It's not like I really wanted that unit. In any case, thanks for watching, everybody. I've had a lot of fun. This was a good playthrough. I hope you all were entertained. I feel like I learned a lot and am hopefully becoming better at the game. Uh, One thing I wanted to say is my videos have been pretty steady for the last couple of weeks, and that's mostly because work has been really slow. But I'm expecting work to pick up here until the end of the year. So my uploads might be a little bit more sporadic. I still want to try to get a video out like every 2 or 3 days, but we're probably not going to be having an upload every day. We'll see what I can do, but I'm just not sure if it's going to be possible. Um, but thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate everyone who has made it this far, and we'll see you in the next video.